Let's face it, your records are disgusting, but who actually enjoys cleaning them? Exactly. So today we're testing the Spin Clean Record Washer Mark II, the $80 solution that vinyl nerds have been arguing about on Reddit for the past decade. I've got some nasty records and we're putting this thing through the ringer. Does it actually work or is it just a fancy bucket? Let's find out. Welcome back to the Apartment Audiophile, where we talk hi-fi gear, vinyl care, and album recommendations without the snobbery or the $10,000 cables. If you're new to the channel, I'm Charles Pepin. I grew up surrounded by vinyls and floor stand speakers, became a punk rock guitarist, and spent the last 15 years in video production. Before starting this, make sure to hit subscribe. It is the best way to support this channel and all the crazy hours I spend creating these videos. So thank you for your support and your comments. It's always a pleasure to read you. So today's experiment, the Spin Clean Mark II. It claims to deep clean both sides of your vinyl at once. No electricity, no fancy vacuums, just elbow grease and some yellow plastic. But before we even get to testing, let's clear up one of the biggest myths in vinyl collecting. Brand new doesn't mean clean. Yeah, I know, it just came out sealed in shrink wrap, so it has to be spotless, right? Nope. Vinyl is pressed in factories where microscopic PVC dust and debris are floating around like confetti. So when you drop the needle on that brand new record straight out of the sleeve, you're basically inviting that factory dust to a private party on your stylus. Whether it's a thrift shop find or a fresh reissue, cleaning before the first spin is non-negotiable. It will save your stylus and make your music sound the way it should. All right, let's see if this yellow bathtub actually delivers. So this is the basic kit. It's the cheapest option to clean your records. There's also a deluxe version that comes with a bigger bottle of washer fluid and more drying cloths. All right, let's open this thing up. The drying cloth, the washer fluid with the brush, owner's manual. Finally, the yellow bathtub. So let's read the manual first because everyone reads manual, right? Pre-wash the drying cloths in your washing machine prior to using them. Pre-washing the cloths will make them fluffy and more absorbent for drying your records. I'll be back. Fresh towel, great. The Spin Clean comes with an alcohol-free cleaning fluid, and that's a good thing because alcohol can actually dry it out or even damage the vinyl surface over time. Save the strong stuff for your Friday night, not your records. Spin Clean claims that this special formula encapsulates the dirt that comes off the record from deep within the record grooves and sinks it to the bottom of the washer basin. So it's not redeposited back onto your valuable LPs and 45s. Sweet, thank you for not putting back the dirt on my valuable record, Spin Clean. They also claim that after 3 turns on each side, the dirt and the fingerprints are supposed to be gone on both sides along with the static. Quick tip before we start mixing the magic potion. Don't just grab tap water from your sink, okay? You'll want to use distilled water. I know. It sounds extra, but here's why it matters. Tap water has minerals, chlorine, and all kinds of microscopic stuff floating around that'll stay behind when the water evaporates. Those tiny deposits can actually leave residue in your grooves, the exact thing we're trying to remove. So yeah, don't spend all this time cleaning your vinyl just to coat it in calcium. A jug of distilled water costs a couple of bucks and keep your records and your stylus happy. All right, now that we're not making mineral soup, let's get this thing set up. So inside, you have 3 roller positions. The roller is this guy right here. You're gonna find in your kit. And this is for your 12-inch, 33 RPM, 10-inch, 78 RPM, or your 7-inch, 45 RPM. So very simple. You just snap them into place. There we go. Now to install the brush, very simple. You just slide them into position. There's one side that is slightly like it's dented, so you want that part to be on top. So there we go. Now you have to pour 2 capfuls of Spin Clean washer fluid directly on the inserted brushes. Now that the magic potion is ready, I strongly suggest that you get your dishwasher rack to put your vinyl to dry it out, put a couple of drying cloths around, and keep your drying cloth that comes with the Spin Clean to dry your records. All right, let's try it out. I got two vinyl here. I have a brand new here that is the latest Death Heaven records. Very good. And I got this very old, you've probably seen it in my other video. This guy here, Horace Silver. It's pretty old vinyl. It's kind of dirty and scratchy and have like all kinds of fingerprints. Let's start with our guy, Horace Silver. He really needs love, okay? So that is super simple. You simply put your vinyl right here, all the way to the bottom. Don't press all the way like crazy. You're gonna have a hard time spinning on each side. And same thing, if you have seen my vinyl carrier or other video, always touch your record by the edges, okay? So we're gonna do 3 rotation this way and 3 rotation the other way. Was it 3 or 4? Whatever. Let's spin the other way. Time to get this guy out. All right, I think that's easier if you push just on one side. There you go. Dip a little bit. Put it right here. And I'm gonna take one of the cloths that come with the Spin Clean and simply dry it. Whoa. It's best to do it in the sense of the groove, which means circular motion to dry it out. There we go. On the other side now. I got a machine right in front of me. It's not very clever, but it's just for the purpose of showing you guys how it's done. And now we have, wow, okay. Oh my God. It is, wow. I mean, there's still scratches on it. It won't remove scratches for sure, but goddamn, it's clean. The dirt and the fingerprints on that vinyl, jeez, it's all gone. Very nice. So I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. And if you want, you can put just your fan, and just to be sure it's very, very dry before you put it back into your inner sleeve. Talking of the inner sleeve, I strongly suggest that you take a brand new inner sleeve before putting your clean vinyl. If you take the same old like paper sleeve that comes with your vinyl, you're just gonna put back the dust that was in it back to your records. Take a fresh inner sleeve, put your record back in it, so it's gonna be happy, okay? All right, let's do this brand new Death Heaven record, just like this. Good, and we're gonna spin 3 times. And 3 times the other way. And once it's dry, put it on your dishwasher rack to make sure there's a good airflow and it continues to dry before putting back into your new inner sleeve. Look at that. This is the water after 20 records washed. And this is just half of the basin. On the 20 records, 19 were brand new, only 1 was used. So that's pretty straightforward and easy, right? So this little bottle here will last a long time because you just put 2 capfuls, and Spin Clean says that you can wash between 20 to 50 records depending on how dirty they are. If you don't want to do all your vinyl all at once, you can just keep the water here in the basin for about a week. You have to remove the brushes. Okay, got it. And you just need to squeeze them, remove the excess water, like that. You put the lid over and you let the brushes on top, okay? It has to be air dried, absolutely. And you're good for another batch, maybe next week. Once this guy here is completely dry. I'm gonna try it out and give you my honest opinion. Alright, so verdict time. The Spin Clean Mark II is not magic, but it's pretty damn effective. I really noticed some improvement in clicks and pops, and even a lower noise floor on some records. Yeah, it's a bit of a long process and everything is manual. It's not as fancy as a Humming Guru ultrasonic cleaner or a vacuum cleaner that costs 10 times the price and probably do a better job. I mean, I will have to do a comparison video one day. But for $80, this thing is a no-brainer for any vinyl enthusiast. You just need to commit to the process. A little patience, a towel, and maybe a podcast while you're spinning your life away. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more apartment-friendly hi-fi content, and drop a comment. What's the dirtiest record you ever cleaned? I want to hear the horror stories. But remember, cleaning your records is just one part of keeping them sounding fresh. If you really want your collection to last, go check out my full video, The Vinyl Care Bible, where I cover how to clean, handle, and protect your records the right way. Trust me, your future self and your stylist will thank you. I'm Charles from the Apartment Audiophile, and now, if you excuse me, I've got about 200 records to spin clean. See ya!